Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. We are going to do 5 minutes of Reiki, followed by 5 minutes of free for all questions. For the Reiki, I am setting the intention for whatever will benefit each of you the most today. And then, if you guys have something more specific you would like the Reiki to focus on, feel free to go ahead and adjust that intention. For those of you who are watching this after the live part of this broadcast is over, please know that you can still receive the Reiki energy and get just as much benefit from it as those who are here right now because the Reiki energy is not limited by time or by space. So let's get this Reiki started, shall we? All right, so we're starting Reiki at 11:38 here Mountain Time in the United States. That means that we will be finishing up at 43 after the hour. Park Unknown, welcome back. Ricky Jorgensen, hey, hey, how are you? Rina Sara, welcome back. Welcome back. Are you packing as you watch, Rena? We've got a lot of energy going into solar chakra, base chakra, and knees right now. So, for those of you receiving energy in your solar chakra, that's going to have to do with how you express yourself in the world, what type of job you have, what does your handwriting look like, how do you carry yourself when you speak to people, what kind of clothes do you wear, what kind of car do you drive, all that type of stuff, how you express yourself in the world. Not yet, huh? Those of you who are receiving energy in the base chakra, that has to do with either the hips, can have to do with the hips or the pelvic area, if you have some kind of medical thing that's going on in that area. And then also it can have to do with things that make you feel stable and secure in this world. So, home, house, assets, jobs, family, responsibilities, those types of things. And for those of you who are receiving Reiki in the knees, if you have a physical problem with the knees, that could be causing that. Also, the spiritual um, symbolism behind the knees has to do with being able to go with the flow and move forward, not buckling and stalling out when changes come along. Hello there, S. Sand. Glad to see you here again, my dear. Deep breathing to relax. That would be base chakra. And also, anytime you have one chakra that's thrown a little bit out of balance, the other chakras next door try to adjust to that and compensate, which throws them a little out of balance. So the chakras next door to them try to adjust and compensate. So you're usually doing pretty good. But when the Reiki comes in, it adjusts and gets everything back into balance so that you're operating at top performance. That's the best way to say that. Park unknown, you probably have some emotional issues that are being dealt with that you probably have feelings about that you've never really allowed yourself to express. You may have a healing stone right now. Yeah, you're definitely having an emotional reaction to whatever is being, you know, what the Reiki does is it goes in and it removes obstacles to blockages, removes roots of blockages. So there's probably some kind of emotional thing that happened at some point that has been blocking you from living life fully in some way or other. That as that's being removed, you're having still a little bit of a reaction to that. Park, if you feel like crying, that's something that actually is encouraged if you feel like crying, like, don't force yourself. But if you feel like it, it's a very healthy release, and it's a part of the healing process, if you feel like it, not if you force it. We've got 1 more minute of Reiki left today. Is that the first time that you've seen that in a text from this person? Hello there, spiritual. Glad to see you here, honey. We've got just a little bit of Reiki left. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're healing, Park. Cool, Ms. Carrie. Okay, so let's wrap up the Reiki for today. Park, if you need more Reiki, you can always come back and re-listen to videos or re-watch videos. And same goes for anybody else. Don't let me leave anybody out there. All right, so let's do free-for-all questions and or cards or messages of the day. Who's the first in the gate? Hey, Shakoya, welcome back. We're just starting our message portion here. Message of the day for Carrie. Carrie likes those messages. Let's see, which stone wants to work for Carrie today? Let's do, I'm going to grab 3, just in case somebody else wants something like that. Okay, so Carrie, message of the day. We are using malachite for your message. So let's see what we have coming up here from Ms. Carrie. I'm hearing some weird words. I'm hearing swirl, 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 like happiness, like they're trying to show me, like somebody like almost dancing and twirling like the skirt. So this is talking about happiness. And they're also, the stone is also saying, remember, I'm green, I'm for the heart chakra. So this is talking about, you know, within the past 24 hours or the next 24 hours, some kind of heart chakra happiness, happiness of the heart. I don't know where else your happiness would be, but anyway, that's what we have coming in. Park Unknown, if you have a question of the day, honey, you have to tell me what your question is. If you want a card of the day, you do COD, and if you want a message of the day with a stone, then you do MOD. So let me know what you need. Right? You just got to get it in before my timer goes off. That's where I answer in time. So Carrie, we just did yours. Shakoya, COD. We're going to do Lenormand for you, Miss Shakoya. Faye Bui, hello, welcome. Glad to see you in the room. How are you, honey? Shakoya, your house card. House card is a fish. Your cover card is the dog. You have a fishy friend. No, that's not really the translation. The dog does talk about friendship and loyalty, though. Ah, gosh, 2 cards. Okay, this can also talk about deep feelings from a loyal friend for you, Shakoya. This can also talk about a loyal friend who has some money to be able to help you out. So there's a couple of different ways that that could play out, and it actually could be playing out both. Could be somebody who's a really good friend has some money to help you out. I don't know if that's a situation that you're even in where you would want money to help you out or not. But if that's not the case, then you're probably looking at a good friend who has deep feelings. Okay, so you guys are talking like crazy here. I got to scroll up so I can't even see everything that's being said yet. So guys, be patient with me. Okay, so that was for Shakoya. Gilma's up next. Gilma Barrios. Gilma Barrios. Vilma, you do have the horse showing up. This just tells me that you are strengthening your position in the world. This could be that you're making money. This could be that you're going to school, so you're making yourself more valuable to your employer. Anything that you're doing to make yourself more valuable in the world, whether it's to your employer or whether it's in your own bank account or whether it's emotionally to somebody, you are doing something that increases your value in the world, Ms. Gilma. Spiritual enlightenment wants a COD. Spiritual, your card just flopped right out. 7 of cups. You have options, 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 spiritual. Lots of options in front of you. Don't be narrow-minded. Don't think anyone is just the one or anything is just the only opportunity you'll have. As Sand is up next for us, COD. As Sand, you have the 8 of clubs. Things are happening quickly, quickly, quickly around you. Lots of messages going back and forth. You're having to stay on your toes to keep up with them all. Ricky Jorgensen wants to know, will she get her Christmas support money on the 20th? Or before. I'm going to say or before. Will Ricky get her Christmas support money on the 20th or before? No. I would say not on the 20th or before, honey. So you're looking at the 21st or later. Hello there, Faith. Let's see. Okay, so Faith is up next for a COD. And there's our timer. Park Unknown, I do want to get to your question. So I know this is the second day that you've tried to ask that, so I'll have to scroll down and see what it is here in a second. But for right now, we're doing a card for Faith. Faith, you got a really nice card, honey. You've got the Wheel of Fortune showing up. This is telling me that there has been a situation that has been emotionally distressing or difficult or tense for you lately. And things are about to start turning around on that. Things are starting to get a lot easier for you from an emotional perspective, Faith. All right, so let's see. Anybody who actually has a question and they don't want to wait till they can catch me the next time before the timer goes off, you guys can purchase a 1-question order. It's $30 off of the website. Or if you have 2 questions, you can purchase 2 questions there, which I won't answer 2 questions in free chat anyway. So that may be the only way to do that. And then, of course, there's live readings if you need a lot of information. So those of you who are really wanting a question answered, you may want to check out my website and see what would work for you. You're getting closer to your exams and GCSEs every day. I'd like to know maybe if I'll be successful in those exams. We'll look at those exams. Future in general is pretty wide open, but we'll take a peek at those exams for you. Wide open, especially for a 14-year-old. I mean, we could be talking about the future in general for the next, who knows, 90 years or more. So let's look at the exams. Will Parker Gnome be successful in the exams that they're taking? Here's what I think is going on, and I may be a little bit off because I don't have a lot of context here in this video, but I'm going to put out there what I think I see here. The very first card that you have coming up, Park, is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse is telling me you're not really putting enough energy into this. And you may beg to differ on your side, but there's something going on here where you're not putting enough energy into these exams. And then, and maybe that's a timing thing. Maybe you have too many things going on in your life. I'm not judging you at all. But what I have coming up after that is I have a 6 of Cups in reverse. which Six of Cups in reverse, to me, that's talking about redoing, retaking. That's something coming back from the past. So I think the first time, with these two cards coming out of the gate, I think the first time you take the exams with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, you won't have put enough energy in here, and that's going to bite you in the butt. You are going to have a chance to retake, though, with this card coming up. So, and this next card kind of verifies that this is not something that we're talking about the first time. So when you retake it, this is going to be a continuation of getting these exams done, is basically what that card is saying. And next card you have is the Strength card. This is a kick card to have whenever it comes up, because this means that you are showing up nice and strong that second time around on these exams. All right. And then the last thing we have Two of Pentacles in reverse. This is really telling me that time is an issue for you. You're having a hard time getting the time in to do everything that you need to do. And I think that where you're coming up really strong on this exam, the fact that it's followed by this Two of Pentacles in reverse, this is telling me that there's some parts of this, maybe even most of this exam, that you're coming up really strong on. You're doing really well. But Two of Pentacles in reverse can talk about things falling between the cracks. Gravity affects this card. So you could have parts of this exam or sections of this exam that you don't do so good on. And like I said, I feel like this has to do with juggling time. Like you just have so much on your schedule right now that it's really hard for you to set aside the time to actually focus on this. So that's what I have coming in for you. I'm sorry, it's not like just the best answer, but if I didn't tell you the truth, then I would just be lying to you. And what would be the point of that? So anyway, that's what you've got, honey. A friend with deep feelings. Cool, cool. Thank you for the verification, Sequoia. It is a nice cup, isn't it? Somebody sent me this for Christmas. I love it. And she sent it intentionally left-handed so that the front would actually show on the camera, because she knows I do the camera work. It was so thoughtful, wasn't that? We are chatty today. You're quite welcome, Sand. You're quite welcome, Spiritual. That's okay, Park. You'll get used to it soon. You're quite welcome, Ricky. You too, honey bunny. Faith, you're welcome. Thank you, Willie Dog's mama. Oh, I'm seeing the end of the chat line now. I'm catching up with you guys. You're quite welcome, Park. Sleep well, Ms. Rena. Good, Park. Good luck to you, honey. Thank you, Ms. Sand. You guys, you have a good day too. Everybody have a fantastic, wonderful, thrilling day. Thank you so much for being here, for hanging out with me, for all the thumbs ups, for sharing this video all over the place, and for all of your support, all of you who have bought readings and Reiki sessions. I appreciate that so much. Everybody have a fantastic, wonderful, thrilling, and peaceful day, and I'll see you guys the next time around. Peace out.